Hi, welcome back to part 2 of the orientation for Central Lakes College Veterans Resource Center. Just to finish up a little bit on the Joint Service Transcripts, there's a couple different things. You can Google Joint Service Transcripts and you can go to that website, register for an account, and have your transcripts sent to the school, or you can also go to a couple of the resources below. The MnSCU Military Transcript System, and it'll give you a bunch of different information about different things that you may be able to get credits for. You can also bring in evaluations, training certificates, detailed information of things that you have completed through the military that you think may apply for credits into classes that we have at the college or another college that you are attending. Your instructors need to go through those, and so does the Department of the Transfer Evaluation for credits, and decide if they will give you credits for those training certificates or different awards or other evaluations that you may have received over the years. It's good to check into those because you never know what you may have credit for. Now we're going to move on to the Army Tuition Assistance Program. This program is available for people who are actively serving in the Army, whether that's active Army, Reserves, or National Guard. Now the other branches of service, I don't want to forget those. We have the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard. They also have tuition assistance programs that are available to them if they are actively serving. Because in the state of Minnesota we don't have those bases, we don't deal with those programs as much. But if you have questions pertaining to tuition assistance for a different branch of service and you are actively serving right now, please contact us or contact your VA representative. The Army Tuition Assistance Program pays up to $250 per semester credit with an annual cap of $4,500. The money is paid directly to the school once you apply for the benefit. The benefit must be applied for and approved before you start your classes. I cannot stress that enough. It must be applied for and approved through the Go Army Ed program before classes start each semester. So each semester you must go in and take care of this before your classes start. Things that you're going to need to apply for your benefit. You're going to need an approved degree plan through your college. You can see your advisor, Veterans Resource Coordinator, and get that information if you are not sure where to find it. Here at Central Lakes College, you can find that on your eBenefits website by clicking on Degree Audit Plan. You'll need a signed statement of understanding that is signed by your commander. No one else can sign this. It must be signed by your commander. Also make sure that you have the most updated statement of understanding, the most current one. Right now, July of 2013 is the newest one. And also a cost statement and course schedule for the term that you are applying for benefits for. How do you use the program? You're going to log into Go Army Ed, which will look like this. I will click on it and open it for you. So you can Google Go Army Ed and it will bring you to this site. If you've never used this site before, you're going to register for an account. Otherwise, you're going to log in with your login information. Again, you must obtain the most latest, most current statement of understanding, print, sign, and get your commander's signature, and then you're going to scan that and upload it to your computer and upload it into your e-file, which is located in your Go Army Ed account. You're going to print a copy of your degree audit report and any transcripts that you may have. So if you completed your classes, always upload your most recent transcript, which can be found on your eBenefits website as well. You're going to print a PDF that needs to be PDF file. Everything that you scan into your e-file must be PDF, and make sure that you have a billing statement, which you can find under your billing tab of eBenefits. Ensure that your schedule shows all of your classes, the dates and times, and the cost of your classes when uploading it. You're going to click on the Request Tuition or the TA tab and go through the training and steps that are available to you in Go Army Ed. You're going to scan your statement of understanding, your degree plans, and your schedules. And then you're going to upload them into e-file, which is located under My Education tab in Go Army Ed. Once all of your documents have been approved, you're going to click on Request TA, and then you're going to enter all the courses for the term. This must be done several weeks before classes begin. Check your My Education record and monitor the status of your classes. So once all of your classes have been entered, by clicking on the Request TA tab and you've entered all of them in and all of the information, you're going to monitor to make sure that your classes status has went from pending to approved before all your classes begin. You're going to print a copy of your authorization and give that to our business office. At our school, this would be Sherilyn Thiesing, or you can give it to your Veterans Resource Coordinator and they will get that to the business office to ensure that they adjust your account, that you will be having funding coming from the Department of Defense. At the end of the semester, upload your grades and always request for the next term a month or so ahead of time. A couple things to keep in mind. You may not see that your money has gotten to your account in a timely manner because it does take a while. Our business office individuals can only log in once during the semester. So sometimes you may not see the money from Go Army Ed apply to your account until the end of the semester. The next program we're going to cover is the Chapter 35 Survivor Benefit Education Assistance Program. You must be a son, daughter, or a spouse of a 100% disabled service-connected veteran. This could be someone who has died or is 100% permanently disabled. The disability must arise out of active service from the armed forces. The veteran who died from any cause such as permanent or total service-connected disability, a service member missing in action or captured in the line of duty, a service member who is hospitalized or receiving outpatient treatment from a service-connected permanent or total disabled disability is likely to be and may be discharged with that disability. This was a change that was effective December 23rd, 2006. If these things confuse you and you're not sure if you're eligible, you can talk with a county veteran service officer or your Veterans Resource Coordinator at your school. The son or daughter must be between the ages of 18 and 26. There are some exceptions and you can still apply, but remember, it may not be approved if you fall out of these age ranges. Spouses can use the benefit for 10 years from the effective date of the 100% disability. Surviving spouses have 20 years from the date of death. To use the benefit, you must provide documentation of the deceased or 100% disabled veteran. You must also bring in a copy of the DD-214. We mail, scan, and certify. You can either mail or scan or bring these into your certifying official. You can then apply online going to the www.gibill.va.gov website and go to Apply for Benefits, VONAMP, and then that would bring you to this website right here where you would say, I am a new user, or if you've used the program before, you would click on this. You will complete a VA Form 22-5490. The certifying official will then certify your benefits within 30 days of the start of your classes. You should receive your first payments within 6 to 12 weeks from the start date of your courses. Pay the school with those funds that you receive from the VA. This is not money that you can keep. This is money that is meant to be paid for your tuition. You get up to 48 months of benefit, but again, this money has to be paid for your tuition and fees at the school. Report any changes of your schedule to your certifying official immediately so that he or she can correct your education benefits and get that information to the VA for you. Another benefit that we have available to dependents is a Chapter 33 or post 9/11 transferred benefit. This is a benefit that the beneficiary or the veteran or service member must transfer over to their dependents before they get out of the military. This cannot be transferred over once they have been discharged from the military. The individual spouse is eligible. One or more children can use the benefit, or any combination, and you can continue to switch these around. Once it's been approved and transferred over, you can switch entitlements from individual to individual within your family. A family member must be enrolled in the Defense Eligibility Enrollment System. Service members must have at least 6 years of service in the armed service, and they must agree to 4 additional years in the armed services from the date of their election, unless they've been discharged. There are some exceptions to those rules, but have them check with their military unit to ensure that they are qualified. They also must have passing APFT scores and height weight when they are transferring over their benefit, if they are trying to extend. Service members has at least 10 years in the armed forces, and you can see the different categories. If you'd like more information, you can go to www.gibill.va.gov and you can look for post 9/11 eligibility requirements. The service member must go to the below website, or if you go to the GI Bill website and you go transfer of benefits, you can click on that link and it will take you through the process of how to transfer over your benefits. Or you can see your military organization or your Veterans Resource Coordinator or VA rep, and we can help you and assist you through the process of transferring over benefits if you need to do this. You must provide a copy of the DD-214, and when you're using this Chapter 35 transferred benefit, you must be able to provide a benefit transfer approval document as well. The dependent will go to the Vaughn app website, launch the Vaughn app, and you will apply using the VA form 22-1990E. It takes in about 6 to 8 weeks. The dependent will receive a certificate of eligibility in the mail. The certificate of eligibility needs to be provided to your education institution, your certifying official, so that it can be applied to your records. The certifying official will then certify the courses and generate payments. Tuition and fees will be paid directly to the education facility. The basic housing allowance and the book stipend will be sent to the financial institution that the dependent or student learner has used on their application, or they will get a check sent to them directly in the mail. If you're getting checks sent directly to you in the mail, I highly encourage that you call the VA directly and change that over to direct deposit so that you do not have issues with lost checks. Housing allowance is based off of E5 rank with full credits. Full credit terms are 12 credits or more. In the summer, depending on your college, most colleges would be 6 credits or more. So you can go to this website and see how much you would actually get paid. The book stipend pays up to $1,000 per year at a rate of $41.67 per credit. If using financial aid, the VA will pay the school. If the business office has a certificate of eligibility, they will pay you your financial aid, or they will pay you out your Chapter 33 according to what you would be expected to get from the VA right away. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until that payment is received by the school. So it's important that you get a certificate of eligibility with the percent rating that you would get paid to the college, so that they can pay that amount to you, because your tuition and fees will come directly to the school, but it may take a little bit longer than what your financial aid would be. If you have questions about that, please ask your Veterans Resource Coordinator or the business office. The next benefit we're going to go over is Chapter 30 Active Duty GI Bill. There are 4 different categories that you may fall into to use this entitlement. I'll let you look through those. If you're currently serving on active duty, this benefit is good for 10 years after you are released or honorably discharged from active duty. Any branch of service can use this benefit if you have served on active duty. How much does it pay and how does the program work? Your monthly payments are $1,594 based off of a full-time load of credits, which is 12 or more. Again, you have 10 years from the